Okay, many counties across central Texas are dealing with the aftermath of severe weather that happened over the weekend. Storms not only left behind heavy rainfall, but some homeowners tonight are still left in complete devastation. 6 News reporter Sydney Deshawn is here to help break down options some homeowners may have. Sydney?
Chris, if you are flooded from the heavy rainfall, you might be wondering what to do next and how you can prepare for what's to come. We're here to help you figure that out.
The water got up into these yards over here, across the bridge.
This was the scene in Valley Mills on Sunday.
Over 15 inches of rain in less than a week.
Donna Verito grew up across this street.
Through my entire life, I've been able to monitor what happens on this creek because I spent my childhood on this creek in the Bosque River. And I've watched how the waters come up really suddenly.
A disruption taking some by surprise.
This came up literally overnight. This was boom and it happened. And if you didn't have flood insurance and the water had gotten into these houses, the cost would have been devastating.
To protect your home, the first step you can take is figuring out if you have flood insurance.
It's always required when you're within a certain amount of flood zone area.
It's not required for everyone, but it is encouraged.
There's just a big misnomer of when I buy a home insurance policy, I've got coverage, and I think people need to understand that that's not necessarily the case. Any kind of rising water from outside of the home would not be covered on a standard homeowner's insurance. You would have to have a flood policy. And I think that's really key for consumers to understand.
The cost varies.
It's going to go by your address, zip code, and where you fall within a flood map.
It's all to keep you safe.
Everybody look into some sort of coverage, especially in these lower lying areas. Because again, this came up overnight. You cannot predict the weather. You can't forecast it. They do a good job, but you can't totally know what's going to happen.
Now, if you don't have flood insurance, you will need help from the National Flood Insurance Program administered by FEMA, a government entity that steps in to help during emergencies like this. Texans impacted by severe weather are urged to report damage to homes using the individual state of Texas assessment tool. That link can be found on our website at kcentv.com.